Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here at Novara Autism for the start of my brand new Let's Play. And yes, we've come to my Wii console for this one, but we're not actually playing a game on the Wii. We're going to be using the Wii Virtual Console for this one, because this is a Let's Play that I feel, for me personally, is long overdue. Because this game is a game that I could probably say with absolute certainty falls into a category that all of us can relate to. So what am I talking about exactly? Well, think about it this way. I'm sure that growing up, all of us have at some point have played a video game that we really enjoyed, but never finished. And there could be a whole variety of reasons, like we were too young and we didn't necessarily have the gaming skills yet developed, so we really didn't know how to beat the game that we really enjoyed, and so we never were able to finish it as a result. Or you didn't own the game and you either had to go to a video store back when you still could to rent a copy, or you had to borrow it from a friend of yours. Or you could also have a situation like I did, where you did not actually own the console that you had for this particular game that you enjoyed. Now, I've played and beaten both Super Mario World and Zelda: Link to the Past, both Super Nintendo games, on this channel, but those were in instances where I went to visit my relatives for a weekend, spent a weekend with them. They happened to own a Super Nintendo, and I happened to beat both of those games growing up. But this game I never was able to finish, because since my relatives, my aunt and uncle specifically, were the ones who owned a Super Nintendo, my family owned a Sega Genesis, by the way, we had the opportunity to play some of the games that they had, but considering the popularity of this game amongst my own family and amongst my relatives, suffice it to say, this game had a high turnover rate of overwritten save files. So because of that, I was never able to finish the game. I have played it since it was ported to PlayStation 1, but I was never able to remain in a situation where I was completely interested enough to finish the game. The farthest I've ever gotten is towards a specific spot, but then I've just lost all interest and never finished the game. So this is my one game that has been driving me nuts for 20 long years, but it's time to finally bring an end to this nightmare, if you will. I am going to beat this game for the first time ever, and when I do, you guys will be witnesses to it. So, if you'll follow me, let's take a journey back 20 years and play Final Fantasy VI, as it was known back then on the Super Nintendo as Final Fantasy III. Now, for those of you who are not in the know, the reason Final Fantasy VI was known as Final Fantasy III when it was originally introduced is because of the fact that the game was the third to be released to the Western world at the time. So because of that, it was recognized as Final Fantasy III. The game we know now as Final Fantasy IV was the second game to be released to console, and so therefore it was known as Final Fantasy II. It was only after the release of Final Fantasy VII that the corrections were made and the two games were given their proper titles in their proper order, and Square Enix, or Squaresoft as it was still known at the time, had put out then on PS1 the actual Final Fantasy II and III, as well as Final Fantasy V. And so, now that we're all clear on those facts, what do you say we get this underway? Because, yeah, as I said, this has been a long time coming. And so let us begin. Long ago, the War of the Magi reduced the world to a scorched wasteland, and magic simply ceased to exist. 1,000 years have passed. Iron, gunpowder, and steam engines have been rediscovered, and high technology reigns. Well, high technology, I guess, in what could be considered the Industrial Revolution. But there are some who would enslave the world by reviving the dread destructive force known as magic. And there'll definitely be a lot of visits to this ominous location, at least not early on. Can it be that those in power are on the verge of repeating a senseless and deadly mistake? Well, we will know soon enough. And so, on this ominous cliffside in the middle of winter, we come across this trio. 2 armored soldiers and their female companion. There's the town. Hard to believe an Esper's been found intact there, 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Think it's still alive? Probably, judging from the urgency of our orders. And this woman, this sorcerer, why is she here? I heard she fried 50 of our Magitech armored soldiers in under 3 minutes. Ouch. Not to worry, the slave crown on her head robs her of all conscious thought. She'll follow orders. We'll approach from the east. Move out. And so, away goes this trio. With a set destination, which we'll be getting to in just a moment. So I'm not going to go through the credits here, we're just going to skip by these. Primarily because they take too long. So we arrive in this place. Let's put her on point, no sense taking any risks. Forward! And so, away we go. So we have Wedge and Vix, the 2 armored soldiers, and our female companion, whose name we do not yet know. But we will, eventually. So, in we go to the town. Imperial Magitech armor? Not even Narsha's safe anymore! Uh-oh. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some fighting. Yeah, and there's another reason why I chose this version over the PS1 version. It's due to the fact that it takes longer to load the introduction into the fight, as well as the outro to the fight as well. But if all goes well, and of course it will since we are grossly overpowered, we'll get our victory. Both ways the Biggs and Wedge and Vix gain a level. Yeah, of course, back in later Final Fantasies, they become known as Biggs and Wedge. Narsha's freedom depends on us! And so, they're sending in the dogs. Send in the hounds, if you will. But it will matter not, because we will be hurting you very badly. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I have no choice. I'm under the control of a slave crown. But boy, these guys are hitting hard. And those are 2 doggies out of our hair. But we still have a long way to go. Yeah, now they're trainers, now their handlers come after us. Take this. And a whole bunch of other things, too. Yeah, gonna burn you. Heck, I'll probably even show off some ice and bolts, because those are also available. We'll try and switch it up a little bit, but right now I just want to try and speed through this as much as possible because this opening part takes long enough as it is. Alright, up we go. Yeah, always north. We've got him trapped now! This can't be good. Yeah, we're now known in what's known as a pincer attack. Enemies on one side, enemies on the other side, and we have to deal with them. The best way for me to do that is to go over here. There we go. And then let's put some bolts and maybe some ice if we're lucky. But yeah, we just choke them to death with some bio beam. Yeah, only our female companion can use it. Wedge and Vix are not so lucky. Don't ask me why, that's just how they made this game. And all 3 party members gain an experience level. And so off we go again. As we now leave the main part of the town and head out north towards the mines. Come on. I don't know why I was turning around. Yeah, now we've got wolves to deal with. Oh, those aren't wolves, those are mammoths. How dare you lie to me? Well, this will teach you. And then I'll bioblast you all. So, yeah, shock him a bit. Shock him a bit. Hit him with a taser! And then we'll just poison the guards. Because it's easy to do. Insane amounts of damage. Alright, victory is ours. And so we keep marching up. Northbound. And... yeah, come on, work with me, girl. According to our source, the frozen Esper was found in a new mine shaft. Maybe this one. So what exactly is an Esper? Well, we'll know soon enough. But we'll just keep on marching here. And over this direction, this little glowing spot is our save point. An eerie glow surrounds you. We do not need info about save points, thank you, I am good. So we'll just stick it right there. Alright, so... oh, yeah, and now from this point, we just have random encounters. So we have to deal with were-rats here. Thankfully, they can't score on us. And if you hold it, press L or R, you can do a group use of magic. It'll not be as effective, but it'll still get the job done. Besides, we want our HP a little higher. Because we're going to need it very soon, for a very important reason. Of course, if you're a fan of this game, you know what I'm getting at. And Vix and Wedge gain another level. Boy, they're just gaining levels like crazy. No, I accomplished what I needed to. So we just want to keep going north. I don't know why my Wii Classic controller is recognizing my ups as lefts and rights. That's confusing me. I'll handle this. Stand back. Yeah, we're going to knock down the gates. Just like that. But as we try to advance further, we won't hand over the Esper! Welk! Get them! And now it's time for perhaps the most famous boss music in Final Fantasy history. Hold it! Think back to our briefing. What about it? Do you recall hearing about a monster that eats lightning? And stores the energy in its shell? Right, so whatever you do, don't attack the shell! Alright already! Oh, come on, let's do this. Let's teach Mr. Welk here a lesson. Not to be confused with Lawrence Welk, the famous old-school public TV composer. Yeah, I've never seen much of his show, but I know the parts of the end theme to his show pretty well. Oh, gotta back off here. Because, yeah, we're gonna get attacked by this. Yeah, this is gonna come back to bite me badly. Alright, so... yeah, might as well just use Heal Force. And then use Triangle to pass on turns until we get back to our female companion, who can use Cure. But yeah, we would just want to keep passing now. The more we keep passing, the more we can advance further until we get to finally the point where Welk will once again show its face. And that's when we pounce on him. No, I want to go with... let's go with the Tech Missile, why not? Because I can. Yeah, why does she get all the fancy gadgets, and the boys don't? Yeah, Slime will slow you down. Oh, crap. Here we go again. Stand by. This is gonna be not pretty. Alright. Yeah. Because I was attacking so fast, we're gonna get it twice. I overdid it, and now I paid for it. That's not cool. Yeah, I'm fighting so fast, I'm not bothering to give myself a fighting chance. And I don't know if Heal Force can revive someone. I don't know, I've never found out. Well, now I know. It was a waste. And why was I not using the Tech Missile? I should have used it. Oh, not again. Oh, well, you're more cowardly than I remember. In the past times I've played this game, he is usually a lot more aggressive than this. I've not typically known him to be this passive. I mean, why else would he go to his shell so much and have Wedge now dead? Yeah. Get out of your stupid shell! Let me kill you, please! No offense, but it's part of the nature of the game. I have to do this. Yeah, go away. Go away, Welk. Yeah, the canons based on you in Final Fantasy XIV or Realm Reborn are frustrating enough. Anyway, we won the fight. And got a potion. All that despite having a dead party member, because Welk was a lot more passive than I'd known him to be. So, oh crap, I don't know if we can escape this one. Well, we're gonna have to make do with what we have. Bioblast him. Bioblast him, we don't have a choice. Take this. Take this, you fools. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. It heals them. Nice. Well, that'll teach me, huh? Yeah, that's enough with the group attack. It heals them. Yeah. We got the win. What does it matter? We got the win. What does it matter? Anyway, not much further now. And there it is. This is the Frozen Esper. And it's giving off an eerie green, or an eerie blue glow, actually. Yeah, green glow. What am I talking about? Yeah, and Wedge has to wake up for this one. Hey, what's the matter? Do you know something we don't? Who's he referring to? Well, as the female companion approaches the Esper, the frozen creature began emitting an eerie light. And it's resonating among all four of them. Where's that light coming from? Whoa! And suddenly, yeah, Wedge is gone for real this time. Hey! Wedge, where are you? What's happening? And then Fix is gone. And then these two just stare at each other for a while. We're having a staring contest. Our female companion is having a staring contest with a frozen Esper, and sparks of lightning are going everywhere.